What is the optimal ratio for a logomark and a wordmark? Divide the height of the logomark by 3 to determine the size of the main text. Divide the size of the main text by 3 to determine the size of the subtext. Multiply the subtext size by 2 to determine the leading. Select one of the negative spaces within the logomark. This mostly works on logos with spacious negative space or line art logos. By using design elements, such as the spacing on the logomark to adjust the tracking of the wordmark, you will create visual rhythm. This helps make the overall design pleasing to the eye. Create a square using the diameter of the circle. Because our brains process and interpret circles and squares differently even when they are the same size, we need to reduce the square to 87.5%. This difference in perception is explained by the Gestalt principles of visual perception. Use the square to adjust the tracking in the wordmark, starting with the main text. Look for pairs of letters that have a rectangular space between them. If they don't exist, just type them and delete them later. Draw a rectangle between the letters M and P. Center this square on the one in the middle of the letters M and P for easy setup. Then, adjust the tracking. I already know the tracking value, so I don't need to zoom it. Change the size of the square to half of its current size. Then, use this adjusted square to set the subtext tracking. In this case, add one letter to make the total number of letters even, making it easier to set up the tracking. Draw a rectangle from the baseline of the subtext to the cap height of the main text. Use this rectangle to center the wordmark with the logomark. Double the size of the square, then use it to adjust the space between the logomark and wordmark. Draw a rectangle from the baseline to the cap height. Now, let's create the vertical lockup. Use these squares to arrange the space in the vertical logo. Aligning the cap height with the bottom of the square. That's it for now. I hope you found this helpful.